In American Kenpo, we have a self-defense technique for a bear hug from the front with the arms pinned. It's called thrusting prongs. And really it's taught, if I had to break it down, two very distinct ways. One, well, some people teach it, that's how we do it in our school, for an attempted bear hug, arms pinned, in which case you step back to your forward bow and you do your prongs. Others will actually teach it where you start it in a front bear hug, arms pinned. And I want to show you a perspective of that if it's a full bear hug and where things could go wrong if you don't cooperate it properly as an uke. So where it could go wrong is if I have him in a bear hug and arms are pinned, and I squeeze, and he steps back to a forward bow. You can see it's very difficult, and step back with this foot, Matt, to change it up so they can see a little different. Yeah. Now, one could argue if I'm leaning on them and he borrows the force, okay, fine, go for it, Matt. But you can still see it's very difficult to launch that technique once the grab has already occurred, because any significant grab and tightness is very difficult to even move. Now, I'm not going to let you move. Try now. Yeah, very, very difficult. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you kind of a cool jiu-jitsu alternative where the person has me in a bear hug, arms are pinned. Okay, now a forward bow in thrusting prongs does give you a proper bracing angle for a low bear hug. So I'm not denying that. But I'm going to show you a different alternative. So hold really tight. So I'm going to take my free hands and I'm going to place them on his hips. The problem is right now if I do that and I try to push and get to space, I have no base. So Matt, just throw me anywhere you want. I got no base. So the first rule in martial arts is to get in base. So he has the bear hug tight. Right away I get in base. Hold really tight. Try not to let me do that. Watch. So I'll go really tight grab. Okay, so watch how easy this is, guys. So I'm not trying to push him away, but I'm trying to just create space for him. Now the other thing, if you ever watch UFC, Conor McGregor fought Donald Cerrone and basically almost ended the fight with his shoulder. And what happened was there was space here. It wasn't doing this exact technique, and Conor just kept doing this over and over, and he was jumping up as he was doing it. Donald Cerrone had a busted up nose and couldn't really recuperate in the first round beyond that. So as he has a really tight bear hug, I'm going to create space and put my head right on his shoulder. Now I'm aware the person could knee me, so I'm not staying here long because he could knee me in the groin. So again, one more time, really tight, right. And then what I'm going to do with my right hand is I'm going to dip it and go around him, okay? Then all I do is I just adjust and grab the shoulder or the elbow, and I cross in front. Now look, there's no effort. This will go over top, and I will just break his arm. Okay, so this is a standard hip throw. And the amazing thing about it looks like it requires strength. It's zero strength. So again, he has me in a bear hug right away. I create space. My elbows are tight to my hips. Once I create that space, I go around to the side. I can hold on here or keep pushing on his hip depending on what his intent is. When I'm ready to throw, I cross in front, no effort. This goes over top, and I simply break his elbow. Okay, so I'll do that one more time. This is a hip throw. So he puts the bear hug, right away I get in base. Good, and I dip this shoulder underneath. Once I've got that, I step, I give him a landing spot. Look, you don't even have to look. And there's the break. Now, in the event that the opponent changes what their intention is, so that he has the bear hug, and I get in base, I push on the hips, I go around him, but now he's actually trying to get away. The hip throw won't work because he's not leaning into me. So if he goes to get away, watch my right foot. I just did a sweep and I did the mount technique. So I'll do that one more. So you have the bear hug. So I got in base. I drip this around. I feel he's trying to get away. Watch my right foot. And now I'm in full mount to potentially end the fight. That's the hip throw.